Hey you guys, it's Ashley Cunningham here, and I am really excited to be channeling Mother Mary for you all tonight. Mother Mary is a being that I have always connected with since I started my own spiritual journey, and I thought it would be really awesome to start off December with her in our lineup and connect with her and just see what does she have to say for us for December 2020 and moving forward in our lives and on our spiritual journey. One really cool thing about her too, in relation to me in my practice, she was actually outside of my two guardian angels when I first learned I could channel. Outside of those two, she was my first being that came in and connected with me, and so she's really special to me, and I just love her so much, and I'm so happy that you're all here. And hello, I'm seeing lots of you guys join me now, and I'm just stoked to get into it. So with that, let's see what she has to say, and then I'll take a few questions. This might be a little bit of a shorter channeling. We'll see how it goes. But I'll take some questions, make it the more specific you make it, the better. But definitely feel free to pop those up on the comments, and I'll try and get to them after we hear from Mother Mary. And away we go. She's coming in pretty strong right now. I don't know if a lot of you are asking her to step forward for you as well, but I highly recommend you do that because she is coming in hot. So much love energy, and my heart chakra is full and expanding and really open. And she's just coming in, and she's also coming in through the back area, so my upper back into my heart chakra, and my neck and all the way up to my crown is super warm and cozy. Makes me feel really relaxed. And she's just saying, hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this evening, today. This is a special time in a lot of people's lives. A time to remember for there is a lot of energy being released. There's a lot that is changing, and there are a lot of opportunities that we can step forward into to move us further along our path. And she's highlighting the light workers, and these opportunities are not necessarily part of the chaotic kind of craziness that's happening in the world right now. It's more the internal opportunities, noticing within your practice when you need to step back or when you need to step forward. And now is a really special time. A lot of you are feeling the energy welling up and being able to move forward in a way that allows your light to beam out and to work with others in a way too that is she's showing like a gentle breeze, like it's just a wispy breeze. You barely notice it, but there's so much value in the encounter. Maybe it's just one encounter, you're just smiling at a person as you walk down the street, but those types of opportunities are really important as the newly awakened step forward and start testing out. She's showing like superpowers, like we start testing out our superpowers. And this is an important time to feel comfortable and step forward and to own your experience, as each of us are unique. And she's saying there is no time like the present. And she's kind of laughing because there really is no time. It's more just in this moment, are you making the choice to step forward or not? And if not, that's okay. Maybe you need to step back and rest. She's saying there are many who do need to rest, who need to recognize when it's important to step back. But giving yourself time to rest is part of that propelling forward. part of that self-love and self-care practice that goes hand in hand with your spiritual light worker practice. And you may not resonate with those terms. She's saying light worker, your spiritual practice. Those are kind of, for some, they're weighted terms and they're not very comfortable. So if you want to make the world a better place, you're a light worker. If you want to help someone and you step forward and you help them, however it is you're trying to help them, you're a light worker. It doesn't matter if you are doing it in a way that's super spiritual, if you're making people feel better, if you're making people or helping people through situations in their life, health situations, relationship situations, career situations, any type of situation. If you're helping someone else, you're part of the light worker community. So feel free to use that term in applying it to yourself and to others. They're saying a lot of people here do resonate with that term, and she's just applauding everyone who does and wants to really encourage everyone to continue to work in your way. And she's showing, oh, this is really interesting. She's showing like a woman like crushing up herbs and making like blends of teas and really beautiful, for lack of a better word, they're like buns or cakes, beautiful things that people eat and ingest, and they get to feel that love and care that goes into preparing all of the ingredients. And she's saying this is also kind of in the form of cooking, art, just conversation, bringing your intention forward and sharing your intentions and your energy in anything that you do, whether that's just walking down the street, giving someone a smile. That's light work, and it's beautiful. And she just wants you to own it, feel that love, feel her love for you. She wanted me to title this channeling just about love. And she's saying that she is pouring love onto each of you because she is so proud of all of you. So proud of all of you who are newly awakening and stepping forward or exploring how do you make the world a better place. And also for those of you who have been on this path for a long time and are continuing to move forward. She's just showering love upon all of you. She's saying even those who don't maybe resonate with her or are not interested in spiritual work, she's showering love on everyone. She just wants everyone to feel it and to know that they're not alone. And she's now pointing to within. She not only wants you to feel her love, but she wants you to feel your own love for yourself. This love is beautiful and unique and precious, and she wants you to celebrate it and treasure it. And if you don't feel like you have self-love, you need to foster it. And she's saying in some, it may be fake it till you make it type of situation. You're not used to expressing self-love in either a verbal way, a mental way, an action-oriented way. And self-love, even if you don't recognize it as being important, needs to be a priority. And as you move forward in prioritizing that self-love expression, however that is to you, however you foster it and hold it within, just know that there are so many on this side of the veil that are cheering you on and supporting you. And when you make those choices to foster and to allow your self-love to foster self-love and care and allow it to grow, they cheer on in every single moment. Whew, okay, they're showing me now, in every little moment that you make that choice to put yourself first or put yourself in a better position, or just remember to take care of yourself in a really personal way, it's a celebration, and your team is celebrating, and Mother Mary's celebrating with all of you. And yeah, she's just really underscoring, think about how you express love to yourself. This is a question for all of you guys. How do you express love to yourself? What does that look like to you? How can you improve it, or how can you add on throughout the day? There's a lot of different ways to do that work. Sometimes it's really hard to do that work. Sometimes it's easier. But with practice, she's highlighting, as you practice, as you incorporate this and normalize this work into your everyday, those choices are easier and easier to make, and easier to remember and not slough off, like not ignore. And she's showing a lot of mothers have a really hard time with this because you're so devoted to your children. And she really is asking, if you are a mother, reach out to her and ask her for support, because she really resonates with the mothers out there. And if you are a mother and you're struggling with this, call on her, because she really, really wants to work with you. And anyone can call on her to help with this work. But she recognizes that being a mother is very difficult, and it's a lot of work, and not only a lot of work for another human being that you're responsible for, but that human being is a soul, love, and light being. And this work is very serious work. It's not something to take lightly. And often in that work, we lose ourselves. A lot of people, even if you're not a mother, if you're taking care of someone, if you're a caregiver in any capacity, it's easy to lose yourself. It's easy to prioritize the other person's needs for all of your attention and energy. But you must remember that in order to continue to provide care and love and support for others, you have to do the same for yourself. She's just really honing in on that. So I hope you guys resonate with that. Yeah, that's a perfect thing to remember too, as we're moving forward through the holiday season, the winter season. It's really easy to get lost in all of the events and all of the shopping and all of the holiday stuff and everything else. And she just wants you guys to remember this. And call on her if you feel like you need her support. Awesome. I think I needed to hear that too. That's really great. It's really beautiful. I see a lot of questions over here in the comments, so let's get to it. I'm ready to dig in, and Mother Mary is too. Okay. Okay, Polly is asking if Mother Mary is her female spirit guide. She's saying, yes, I have taken on this role for you. I work very closely with you. And as you are wanting to connect more with the rest of your team, not only your angelic team, but your spirit guides as well, she can step forward in a more direct capacity if you ask her to. But she's saying, yeah, that's pretty awesome. Okay. Okay, so I see a question here. I'm sorry I can't see your name, but I'm going to ask the question, and then we'll see what Mother Mary says. She says, I've been focused on healing, or this person says, I've been focused on healing and balancing for years now, and curious how my twin flame journey is going if physical union is close. She's just clapping and celebrating your focus on healing and balancing and maintaining your light and your vessel and yourself. And she's saying at this time, the twin flame journey is not one that will result in a physical union. This is more of a spiritual connection. And you can call on your twin flame and have them come in as a spiritual connection or as connecting with spirit. She's saying in this life experience, she doesn't really want you to be too, I guess, weighed or wrapped up in the twin flame idea. It's more about knowing that you have the support that you need, and your twin flame is supporting you. I'm feeling it's a galactic being. So definitely try and explore that and see how that resonates for you. But yeah, I'm not feeling like a physical union is close for you at this time or in this life experience. And she's giving me the thumbs up as confirmation on that. Okay. I would love to know if Mother Mary has any relationship guidance for me and my husband. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't see your name, but let's ask the question. She's saying, remember to bring your whole self into the dynamics of your relationship. Bring everything that you have and be in a space of allowance and ask for everything that he has. Bringing together your whole selves, all parts of yourself. Allow each of you to share and express love to that whole self of a partner. Loving that whole person, that complete being is who ultimately a gift and is one to be treasured. And this is something that may have to be a conscious exercise to bring your full attention, bring everything to the table, and engage with your partner. And having a conversation about connecting may need to take place to have that participation. But she's saying ultimately this can be really exciting and can bring about a deeper connection between you and your husband. And she's just showing that she's giving both of you a hug and like you're holding hands together, and she's just showering like light out of her palm onto both of your hands. So that's really sweet. I hope that resonates for you. Ruthie, does Mother Mary have a message for Ruthie? She's saying, yes, dear one, I love you very much. She says, go within and I shall be there. Meet me there for an embrace. And she's just showing like her standing in this really beautiful forest, Ruthie, kind of like one of those images of a forest where like you're walking down the path and then it kind of opens up into this beautiful glen, and there's just like trees everywhere and flowers, and she's just standing there waiting for you, and she's just waiting to give you a hug. So if you want to meet her there, go within, do a meditation, and ask her to come in and see what happens. She's just smiling. She's just sharing lots of love with you. Yeah, that's an excellent comment here under in the next comment here. Self-love is very important. Without self-love, we won't heal ourselves or anyone else. That is so true. That's really the foundation of how we can move through the world. We have to love ourselves to take care of our body, to take care of our mind, to share our emotions, to get up in the morning, to do what we need to do throughout the day, to remember to eat, remember to drink water, remember to do all the human elements, but also take care of our spiritual and emotional selves, and to share ourselves, to share those funny jokes, to be open and to shine your light. So without doing that work, without having that self-love, it's harder to do all of those things, the physical things as well as the emotional connection type of activities with your family, loved ones, the stranger on the street, just giving them a smile. That's opening up yourself to share love and expression with someone else. And it's really important. It's the foundation of everything. So awesome comment there. Judy is asking, or she's saying, I was Catholic until recently and for many years would say the Hail Mary every night as I fell asleep. Please ask Mother Mary what my connection is with her. She's always been special to me. Yeah, she's just saying, Judy, you are my child. She has much love for you. She heard every single prayer of yours. She connected with you every night and day. She's showing you, she's bringing a lot of energy into my heart chakra right now on this. She's showing you just like sleeping, like drifting off to sleep, you're cozy, and she's just there holding light for you and standing by you and being around you. When you wake up, when you move through the day, she's just there and connecting with you. So there's no doubt that you were really drawn to her because her energy is around you all the time. So it's really cool. Alyssa, any message for me from Mother Mary? She's saying, stand strong, Alyssa. Stand strong, dear one. Stand strong within your, she's kind of showing like it's more within yourself, having your own self-confidence, and remember you she's just saying, remember you're a strong person, you're a strong woman, you're a strong person, and to hold your chin up and know that you're right where you need to be. She's saying just stand strong and hold it. And she's backing away on that one. That was kind of like a forceful feeling, like, remember who you are, Alyssa. Like, you're the queen. Just move forward as if, you rule your reality. You rule your environment. And just remember that. You call the shots. So remember it, hold strong, and rule the world. It's kind of that vibe I'm totally getting from that. Okay, let's see here. Oh, shoot, I lost my place. Okay, I'm scrolling. Max, I was recently with my daughter and felt Mother Mary coming through. Does she have a message for me? She's saying, yes, Max, it is one of great love. She's very proud of you, proud of the mother that you are, of the person that you are, and that you're becoming. She's showing you unfolding, or she's saying unfurling, like blossoming, blooming in a lot of different ways. And she's just really happy that you get to show your way, your flavor of humanity, of life here on earth with your daughter. And she's kind of saying, go within and be really intentional about what you say and do around your daughter, because your daughter is watching and paying very close attention to your energy at this time. And she was just there to celebrate that connection that you had in that moment when you felt her. And yeah, she's just really proud of you, sending you lots of love. Dorada, I would like to know if Mother Mary has a message for me in my difficult time. She's saying, Dorada, remember that you are a being of light. You are not shattered. You are not broken. You cannot break your light. There is no, this is a difficult time, she's saying, but you will be passing through and okay on the other side of this time. She's saying you don't need to Well, she's kind of showing like you don't need to hold anything back. Just let everything out, let things out as you need to, and just feel good and confident in knowing that you have a safe space within your home, within your circle, your family and friends. They love you very much, and you have the safe space to connect with others and just be really vulnerable. Vulnerability and just owning those emotions and feeling them, sometimes it's really hard, especially when we're having difficult times in our life, to get to a steady place. But being in a state of allowance and expressing how you're feeling, and then recognizing that's okay for you to feel that way, and then bring it back home to a base of being really steady within your own energy. She's highlighting meditation is going to be important for you to help quiet your mind, and to help, she's saying, to allow ideas and steps forward, action steps, to bubble to the surface and really help you in this time. And she's showing, this is really cool too, she's showing you like sitting on the floor, and Mother Mary has her arms wrapped around you, and you're like got these cracks kind of in your body, but there's light coming out, and so you could see like the light kind of spilling out of you, and you feel down, like your energy just feels really down, but you're a beautiful light being, and it just looks kind of like almost like a stained glass window. Like you don't even recognize your own beauty sometimes, Dorada. So think about that image. I hope I described it well enough. Mother Mary's just smiling on it. So think about that and see how that resonates for you. And I'm wishing you all the best of luck and lots of love and light to get you through this difficult time. And I hope everything's okay. And yeah, I really hope that resonates for you. And Mother Mary's just like giving you a really big hug at this time. Okay, let's see here. The next question. I'm sorry I don't see your name, but I'm just going to read through the comment. Can I ask, my awareness of a lot of agendas in the world is at times greater than trying to rise above it, as I find it all crazy that they even consider these things. But when I do light work, I do experience very high levels in terms of channeling that I'm doing. I don't feel I'm good verbally, but feel the energies and transmit easily. Okay, so I'm not really sure what the question is there, but I think your comment is just saying you're just really noticing a lot, and as you're connecting with spirit, you feel your energy rise quite easily, which is awesome. And verbally, you may not feel as confident as you are about feeling the energies and transmitting the information easily. And that's okay. That's just a matter of practice. But I just celebrate you that you're aware, that you are really noticing kind of the undercurrents of what's going on, a lot of agendas. There's a lot of conflicting energies, a lot of things going on in the world that's kind of in that 3D world, kind of outside world. And within yourself, in your inner world, you're really feeling this connection, and you're feeling that raise in frequency, and that's excellent. Mother Mary is saying that this is a great place to be, a great step in your awareness and your awakening, is noticing these flags, noticing these things that maybe before you wouldn't have noticed, but now you're on this path of awakening, and you're channeling, and you're connecting with high vibrational spirits of love and light. And she's saying, don't worry about the verbal communication. You can practice if you wish to. You can write it out, like doing just taking notes or automatic writing, or that's kind of how I did a lot of my own personal practice when I first started channeling. I have a journal with me everywhere I went, and whenever I felt something come in, I would just write it down. And that's kind of the inspiration of my ebook, Journaling with Spirit. I built that ebook. It's like a workbook kind of a self-paced workbook for a month of self-channeling practice, writing things down. And that was really key to help me gain confidence in getting the knowledge and guidance from spirit and sharing it with others. And she's saying you can practice however you so choose, but the key is practice and consistency. So making sure you're being consistent in that, and you're just going to head off to the races, she's saying. You're just going to go really fast, and it's something that will bring you a lot of joy as well, as it does for me. I love doing this work. This is something that I really treasure, and I am so happy that I get to do this at least once a week with you guys, and then I get to help people one-on-one, and I channel all the time for myself and my family and friends. So it's just amazing what you can do when you channel, and it's a gift. And I'm really happy to hear that you're noticing those things. Like Mother Mary was saying, that's kind of the first part of awakening, is really noticing all this craziness and recognizing that that's not a part of you and your energy. And you can then shift your focus. Mother Mary is showing you turning your head and looking at things that bring you joy, focusing on news stories or articles or posts that make you laugh, that are happy, that you don't necessarily want to turn a blind eye to things that are important in your life, but also just celebrating the things that bring you joy and bring you happiness, or make you curious about the world. And she's showing a lot of, I saw actually recently, it was just earlier today, it's an advertisement, but it was an advertisement for these like plastic eco bricks. And I was like, wow, that is so amazing. A company is turning plastic bottles, just all this plastic material that we can't decompose, we can't get rid of, we have to do something else with it. They're turning it into these building block brick type things and making houses out of them that don't get riddled with termites or bugs, or they're waterproof, completely water resistant. There's no mold growth in that. And I live in Oregon, where mold is really common in pretty much every single house. You just have to kind of deal with it and clean it consistently. So that was like, wow, that's really exciting. And it got me thinking about building my own house someday, and how would I want to design that. And it just kind of took me on this whole creative track, and it was really fun for like 15 minutes on my break today. So looking at things that bring you curiosity and help you dream and help you move forward on your path is really the key, especially as you're beginning to channel. Keeping your vibrational frequency high is going to be really important, because then you can relate and connect better with spirit as you move forward and as you're practicing. I'm asking her if there's anything else that she wants to say upon this. She's saying no. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, and I hope everything that she just conveyed is resonating with you. Melody, if you get to me, will my support system grow soon with my kids and me? I'm really feeling we need to grow that. Melody, she's saying yes. It's definitely time. She's saying it is time to take action upon this as well. You can ask for support, but you also need to figure out a way to step forward and connect. Is there a group? It's especially hard now with the pandemic, but is there maybe a group online that you can join? I'm thinking like I feel like it's a Facebook group, like for moms in your area, or maybe some of the families of your children's classmates. Maybe there's some support there. There's a way to connect to people there. It's going to be hard, especially she's showing like it's going to be difficult to reach out and connect, and it may feel awkward. Not going to lie, as an adult, I've had a really hard time cultivating new friendships and stepping forward in a in my physical life, being able to connect with people. But it's really important to feel confident and to step forward and put yourself out there and connect with people, because not only you are really feeling it, other people are really feeling it too. So she's saying, listen to what feels good to you. Maybe there's already some opportunities that are kind of catching your eye. Think about those and see if your children would want to be engaged in maybe an activity where you get to socially distanced, interact with other people in a way that can be really valuable. And she's showing you're a very creative person. I know that, but she's showing your children are also very creative, and maybe cultivating some sort of connection through art and through that creative process could be a valuable space, because you're already working on that part of yourself. And so kind of folding that into cultivating social relationships and kind of that network is going to be something that could be valuable for you. I hope that resonates. She's stepping back on that. So I wish you all of the luck in the world, and sending you lots of love and light, and have fun with it. Honestly, like, be goofy if you need to be goofy and awkward. Just meeting people sometimes can be hard, and I'm a very introverted person, so I have to kind of flex extra hard in order to step forward and connect with people in a way when I'm not super comfortable. But it's worth it in the end when you get to develop those relationships and have positive people around you. So sending you lots of luck. Okay, so let's see here. We have quite a few more questions. Thank you guys so much for asking these questions. They're really great, and I'm loving them. Okay, so this comment here: I infused my bedroom mirror with energy, and my intention to only see my beauty, inner and outer, when I looked in this mirror. Years ago, I had a hard time looking in the mirror without criticism for so long, and I was doing some mirror work, and I had just been trained in Reiki, and it's made a huge difference in how I see myself over the years. Wow. Oh, and this is how this person practices self-love. Thank you so much for sharing that. Mirror work is a beautiful, beautiful practice, and something I highly encourage people to participate in. I, as well, when I was younger, had a lot of criticisms of myself, and honestly, it's so funny now that I'm older. I could really care less about a lot of it, but I see my light, and I celebrate that when I look in the mirror. And for younger people, especially, if you're feeling like you don't see your inner beauty, or you don't see yourself, do the mirror work. Hold focus and look at yourself in the mirror. And Mother Mary is coming really hot and heavy on this one. Using a mirror to say only loving, kind things about yourself, to tell yourself, I love you. Look yourself in the eye and say, I love you. Say your name. Say things that you love about yourself. And do this every single day. And she's saying this is a part of working it into your routine, a part of normalizing that expression of love for yourself, and a part of celebrating yourself. You can share those things with yourself. You don't have to share them with anyone else. You can say everything that you want to in your mind when you're looking at yourself in the mirror. No one else has to know. But doing this work is so valuable, and it's really, really important. And that's beautiful that this person who shared that, and I'm sorry I don't see your name, is trained in Reiki and infused that Reiki energy. And I'm assuming it's her, I'm just going with that, sorry if it's not, with that energy and her intention to see her inner beauty and outer beauty within the mirror. Is really powerful, because that's not only got her energy, but also I'm feeling angelic energy, Mother Mary's energy, and higher self energy right there. So that's really, really cool. Thank you so much for sharing that. Okay. Tenzin, how can she let things go in a loving way? This is a great question, Tenzin, because often when we let things go, we feel like we're discarding something, or we may feel guilty. She's saying we may have a lot of attachment to either a physical object or a relationship that may not be, which that physical object or relationship or person may not be healthy for you. So letting those things go in a really loving way is sometimes difficult, because she's saying there's often codependency. There's often a sense of not knowing what the future is going to be like without that person, without that relationship, or that physical thing or being within your life. And so kind of maybe a sense of loss as well. And letting things go can be sometimes pretty difficult. She's saying also memories from past experiences, your own actions, can also be in this category as well. Feeling guilty, not remembering, or not holding that memory or action within yourself as you move forward can, get in the way of being in a state of loving, she's saying, of loving grace for yourself and for whatever it is that you're letting go of. But she's saying it is an act of love to let go if something is not resonating in that love within your life. So your self-love comes into really big play here. She's saying recognizing that love frequency within your life is really important. And when you need to let go of something, if you know it's not good for you, it's not healthy for you, just recognize that this is a flex of your self-love, self-care muscle, and allow it to let go however it needs to happen, and just give yourself the loving grace to do it. She's saying you can do this in a gentle manner. Sometimes boundaries need to be set and you need to have them held, and it may not feel like a loving act. It may feel very harsh or difficult if that person is, if it's a person in a relationship and it's not going smoothly, or it's not agreed upon in a way that it can be amicable or in a more gentle, loving way. But boundaries need to be held, and self-love and care needs to be the priority. And she's highlighting now really moving your energy, expanding your energy out into your boundaries, and she's showing your morals, the decisions, the values that you have within yourself that help express who you are as a person, expanding your energy into and holding those values within your energy. It's really the best path forward, and it is an act of love, and it's an act of love for yourself, and for, if it is another person, as just an example, for that other person to allow them to move forward on their path with a love frequency, or a connection to someone who brings them more happiness or value into their life, or more of that love and light energy. Yeah. She's saying the act of letting go in and of itself is a great way to express love for yourself or others or things. Giving away something that's precious to you that you know you don't need anymore can allow that thing to be precious and exciting and really enlightening to someone else. She's kind of giving a more physical example. She's showing me in my mind's eye some really beautiful little knick-knack things that I've gotten from my great-grandmothers on both sides of my family. And they're precious to me, but I don't need them to remember my great-grandmothers or remember the love that I have from them, but I may want to pass them on to family or maybe my daughter or son one day to express that love from family ancestors. She's saying it's not necessarily in a physical form. It doesn't need to be there, but it can be a loving gesture to give something away or let go of something. She's stepping back now on that. There's a lot of different ways we can analyze that or look at it and have her comment on it. But I think that covers quite a few different ways of letting go, or in a loving, gentle way, as best you can. Oh, beautiful. Lots of you are feeling Mother Mary's energy. That's great. Okay, so I have 2 more questions here, and I think this is going to be the last of them. So I see this person is asking for a message, and they put it in all caps with a little rose. So if that's you, this is going to be for you. I'm sorry I don't see your name, but that's okay. She's saying, hello, dear one. Rest assured that I am around. Rest assured that you can call on me. You can call on my son, Jesus. She's just smiling when she says his name. And now he's coming in on my right side. Rest assured that we love you very much. There is much love surrounding you, and you can feel us. We are there. Know that we are there. And she's showing kind of she's representing this really interestingly. There's quite a bit of energy around you. It's not lower vibrational in nature or anything. It's just kind of a chaos, a kind of a busyness, just a lot of frequency, a lot of energy in and out kind of feeling. And she's just saying, you are the center. You are the center of your energy. You are the eye of your own storm, and you control where that energy goes and how you move forward on your path and through the world on a daily basis. And centering yourself within that pillar of your own energy, she's saying, is very freeing and allows you to kind of own the energy that is around you, and you get to redirect that, and you get to make changes and move forward as you so choose. And she's saying, see this as a challenge and an exciting opportunity to put things in order as you see fit. Make changes that resonate with you, and know that you are the pillar of your temple that holds everything up. She's showing those really big Greek temples, like the temple of Athena and Artemis, and I don't even know any other temples. Those are just the 2 that come to mind, but just the really beautiful stonework with the big pillars and the triangular roofs and all the amazing detail in every single piece of that temple. You are all of it, but you hold it up and you are center. And she's saying, own that and move forward with your heart held high. She's kind of showing you walking kind of a little with your back straight, your head up, your heart out and expanding. And she's showing everything around you as you do this kind of settling in, and then you get to do some cleanup and you get to do some rearranging, and then that energy is just so much more calm and peaceful and more temple-like, more inspired, she's saying. So really sense your energy and know that you own it and you can control it and change it as you will. and Jesus is coming in and just kissing you on the right cheek. And Mother Mary is on the left, and she's just giving you a little, like a motherly peck on the left cheek. And they're just smiling now. So I hope that resonates for you. Okay, so I see here another question. Could you ask Mother Mary if she supports the life-changing decision I made this past weekend, please? Thank you. She's saying, I support you, Patty. I love you, and I love everything that it is that brings you peace and moves you forward in the direction that you feel you need to strike out in. She's supporting you. The decision is not of you. You've made that decision, but that energy around that decision and the changes that are going to be coming into your life, they're not of you. You are you and your energy, and she's loving you and supporting you. And she's wanting you to feel confident in the movement that you made. She's just, her eyes are like sparkling right now. She's just really happy with you and your energy, and she's seen so much progress as you've moved forward. And she's saying life-changing, life-altering decisions can often be difficult to feel confident in if you don't see what's ahead. But she's saying feel what's ahead, feel your energy, and as you move forward, you will gain more confidence in your own decision making. And she's just leaving it at that. She's kind of dusting her hands off. To me, that wasn't necessarily a confirmation, yes or no, that was a good decision, because it really doesn't matter, honestly, to Spirit if we make good or bad decisions. We made a choice, and now we get to move through that choice, whether or not we like that choice or the consequences of that choice for us or not. We get to choose how we see it, and they don't really care. They just love us so much. That's all that she's focusing in on, and she's just zooming in on you, Patty, and the love that she has for you. So I hope that you feel good in that and that you feel her love, because she's coming in hot with a really nice, beautiful hug. I'm actually getting kind of heated from her energy here. And yeah, she's just happy to be here with you. Okay, final question here. Okay, yeah. Final question. Can Mother Mary tell me what's going on with my right ear? Every morning I wake up and it's plugged and ringing, and then throughout the day it subsides. It's just physical or energetic too. She's saying this is more energetic, and as energy comes through your ear, and as it kind of gets cupped or plugged, and it maybe is difficult to hear, your angels are coming in on this too. They're helping to open your ear chakras, and right now they're just really focused on your right ear, and you're paying a lot of attention to it. So they're bringing in that extra energy, and they're working with you on it. And as you're going to sleep and you're waking up, those are really excellent transition times when our energy is high. You know, we're not necessarily like we're running around, but our frequency is high. We're resting, we're waking up, and we're able to not get bogged down with she's showing like all the crazy thoughts, everything that, you know, we have to do in a day that we're thinking about, that we're focusing on, that doesn't really kick in yet. And they're showing getting in a lot of extra energy in at that time to help open your chakras. And she's saying if you ground, if you ask them to ease up, ask them questions about it. Hey, what's going on with my right ear? What do you need to tell me? Can you show me a sign instead? Or can you come in a different way? This is a little uncomfortable. Asking to work with your team on how you're feeling the energy. If that shifts like right away, you know definitely you're feeling that energy, and you can then work with your team to move the energy into maybe your left ear, or lighten up a lot, and then maybe you see some signs and you can move forward in a different way in communicating with them. But I would ask too to have your ears continue to be opened, but maybe in a slower pace so it's not as uncomfortable. And Mother Mary's saying, grounding is going to really help you also determine the energetics of it. So if you're able to ground a lot before you go to sleep and you wake up and you feel like it's lighter, or if you are grounding throughout the day and you're still having that feeling and then it gets lighter after you ground, that's a really good indicator that it's just all energy. But I'm getting that it's energy. So do those little tests. Figure out, how is this playing for you? Ask your team to lighten it up. But your ear chakras are opening up quite extensively. And yeah, you can go from there. If you don't notice a lot of changes, or if it's really painful or really uncomfortable, I would definitely go to the doctor too. Like, cover all your bases. If this is something that's really concerning you and you're feeling a lot of pain, I definitely would have it checked out as well. But I'm getting that it's energy, so play with that. And yeah, okay, I think that was it for the questions. Thank you guys so much for asking really amazing questions and being really open and vulnerable and allowing Mother Mary to step forward. I just appreciate all of you guys so much. This was an excellent time, and I'm just saying thank you to Mother Mary for having her come in and interact with not only my energy, but helping you guys. And I just had such a great time. And thank you all. Have a great evening. I'm going to be live next Thursday let me check my calendar really quick so I can give you a date, on the 10th with, I think it's Archangel Gabriel's next. And that's pretty exciting. I love working with him as well. And I think it's going to be really, really fun. So, and he's just a really fun archangel. He's just really, really entertaining. So thank you guys so much for joining me. And I hope you have a great rest of your evening, and love and light to you all. Bye.